Hello, guys. Happy Thursday. Welcome to another recap for our trades today. Today, I'm only going to recap and the trades we did, and then we won't be talking about any swings today. So, one thing too that I would be, interested to tell you is how to stay in a put or stay in the short side, or when to cut a position when the market is turning, right? And how to hold your winners, especially on the downside when the day is down like today. So watch carefully, listen carefully. There's a lot to learn today because today I made sure, especially the people who follow me or who are in my community on Twitter, or those who listen to my teachings, to how not to destroy yourself buying the dip. And I'm proud to say a lot of you really did good today and they didn't destroy themselves buying the dips. So anyways, the day started very positive. Everything was gapping up. If we look at here on our morning live stream chart, so we were gapping up nicely, gapping up on QQQ. So first thing I did was, of course, we made a watch list for today. And the first thing I did was I made the gap. You see the gap nicely from where it started and just put a gap there. So QQQ was actually, that was right here, but this was another level. So this was another support level here, right? So yeah, SPY was right here. So first of all, I like to draw my levels, my support, my resistance, my gaps myself. I do not want any indicators to do it for me, right? So don't be lazy, draw your levels. So same thing, right? So we started the morning, we were looking, first thing we were looking at was Google, because this was the breakout on the Google, like I discussed yesterday, over this level, right? This level that held, that's 131 level. So it started out good, broke out, as you see. I had my pre-market price alert here. I started out good. I started a small position, which I was hoping I would add if it dips back, but just a small position, which went sideways for the rest of day. Some of folks were panicking here, asking me if to hold or not to hold. I simply said, let your system work. So what happened whole day was Google just remained in a sideways range bound action. It dipped here into 131.50s, back up, dipped, back up. So we waited all day. Then finally it pulled back to 133. I took some off here, and then it finally started breaking down. I was out, and I as I will show you, I warned to, I told I closed the position, and I warned as well to close the position because what the market was doing, right? So so we started with the Google, Tesla, Meta, Nvidia were all our watches today. So as always, my price alert started going in. We were waiting patiently. We didn't do anything. By the way, our Neo swing hit 14 today, so that was good. So we analyze everything in the morning, how all stocks are doing, how's Apple is doing. So Apple was holding up, QQ little bit holding up, but SPY was weak. It was not able to get back over here, right? And QQ initially pushed out of this pre-market breakout, but then it stalled, right? And then Meta, here is our Meta. So Meta also was weak. So we analyzed that it's a gap up day. SPY is not that strong, and QQQ is weak after the initial push. So here you see our Google. So Google was working parallelly, and yes, we were watching our Overstock too, which was one of my losses today. Overstock, the only loss today. So Google, yes, long watch. We were trading 132s, 133Cs, and then we were also watching Microsoft. My trade on Microsoft was the breakout of this level. You see here, 341 area, and then I had another trigger right here at 340, which is already triggered. So Let's talk about, yeah, Google. I already explained this was the setup, as you see the breakout. That's why if it was a bullish day, we would have a nice target on Google today. So anyways, so SPY was weak. We noticed that. Then we 10 a.m. concept again, guys. If you are listening to my videos, you would have nailed SPY Nasdaq today. You would have doubled your small account, especially those who trade options. Right? Simple concept. 10 a.m. pullback. Your risk is 10 a.m. highs. Right? It's rejecting. If you want to take a starter puts, you can. Right? So because it's a gap up day, there chances are if market is weak, we can fill the gap. Right? So anyway, so that's what's happening. And then our big trade of the day, Meta was short in the shares and the options. The 320 options literally went 300% today. Big trade of the day, one of the best trade of the day. I mean, because of Meta trade, it's probably one the best day of the week for me. So anyways, so we discussed Google, and we were holding Google. SPY 458 was our support. SPY was trying to hold 330 450, and then my price alerts started to hit there. Oh, this was urgent. This was another winner. I'll talk about it later. So QQQ also started to come back. So talking about the Meta. So Meta, how did we nail the short? So I said Meta is pulling under the support. Good short if we cannot reclaim the clouds. And the Tesla, where was Tesla? So Tesla was filling the gap from the 268 level. Many of you in the room nailed Tesla. This was the level, right? The 268, and I think I had a price alert somewhere up there set for 268 right here. Price alert 268. This when this done, you see another thing. It broke 268. Why was 268 price alert set? Right here, because of this level, and it flushed. Big trade bounced from this yesterday's support right here. Where did it reject? 268, right? Simple concept, guys. Simple concepts. Nothing magical or nothing magic indicators needed. Just a pure support becomes resistance, resistance becomes support, and you see what happened here, right? So yes, I didn't personally trade Tesla, but many of you who were listening to my guidance just nailed it. I mean, Tesla puts were just such crazy move on them. So but I will tell you what we traded really nicely. SPY and QQQ, we just killed it. Even on the Twitter, I posted the setup. I posted a little later, but then it was flowing through. Even if you saw my Twitter posts, you saw how nice the setup was, and I clearly mentioned. So what happened? Let's look at it. So SPY was falling down, held this support, tried to reclaim EMA Clouds. I had my price alert set here. So if you see the candle rejections, 1 2 3. So they were trying to hold initially. Okay, let's see what happened later. Okay, so there was no clear setup there earlier. Overstock we lost. Okay, let's see. So let me go back. So this was initially. Let me go back to where we talked about SPY. Yeah. Yeah. So Meta, once we were short, my next target was 315. I think I even mentioned Meta target on Twitter as well. And Google, I was giving the warnings in Google to stay small, because if the market flushes, it's going to go down. So that's why you can't just keep holding your long position if you know the market is going against you. And that's what happened, right? We stopped out here, and look how much money we saved. EMA Clouds broke down. The spot broke down. Just follow your process. So that was that. And then yeah, it was QQ initially was holding this level, but if it flushes, everything is gonna tank hard. So then our alert starting to hit, right? QQQ. Google tried to go higher. That was initially okay. Then Meta, as Meta was fading, we found a buyer here at 317.50, right here, right somewhere here. Let's see. Yeah, 317.50. There was a buyer here. So that was, we covered here a little bit, but still it did not reclaim anything bullish. All day EMA Cloud trend, all day EMA Cloud trend, right? So let's see. Yeah. So Meta was working out for us. Then our 317 price alert hits. Meta hit our target, right on target. The options went 200, 300%. Great day, right? So then the SPY and NASDAQ started to fail because they could not make a high, right? They could not make a high, right? Then SPY started to break the support. Watch your longs. I said watch your longs because they're starting to break the support. And then the puts we were talking about, just hold them. And Meta, my target, once is 315 broke, my target was 311. I took lot of out, but I left the last piece for 311. Then I closed my Google, as when this was failing here, saved so much money rest of the day. SPY, what was my targets? Clearly mentioned, SPY targets are 455, NASDAQ 378, right? We met both our targets and more, but I was not done. I said cover most, right? Good exit on Google, money saved is money made. Then I covered SPY QQ whenever hit my target, but I was looking to roll more using the profit money on the options and the shares to trade 554p and 378p. And guess what? It kept giving us more the whole day. And that's where VIX came into the picture. VIX was going. And then I said, if VIX is going, that means we can get more downside on SPY and QQQ. Then same story, Tesla hitting the downside targets. So big trade, guys. SPY, Meta, QQ, this is how you grow your account. Again, I teach every day. These are the setups you need to play. Even if you had a small contract, even if because the reason I say a lot about small accounts, because I hear a lot about having that. All right, guys. So yeah, so those were our big trades, guys. SPY, QQQ, Tesla, Meta. So the before I move to our other trades, our momentum trades or our low floats trades we did today, one thing I want to repeat it again. On such days, it's very easy to look for the dips, right? Because you don't have a system and you just think it's too low. Nothing is too low, guys. When trend is down and there's no basing, don't destroy yourself buying dips. Have a system, follow the system, right? Once you do that, then you can have a consistent growth because you are making decisions based upon the system, not your gut feeling. So system never told us to buy any dips, right? So maybe Tesla was okay, again, low probability. There was a support you could buy, but why take a low probability setups? That's fine. We took a low probability setups, but then better get out. Look how many times Tesla failed this level. Every day I teach candles rejected, resistance, support. Resistance is not a myth, right? So it failed. You should have been cutting here. If not, you should have been cutting here and not adding. So guys, remember this, right? Whatever happens, long day, short day, we don't care. We make money based using our system, repeatable system, support resistance. Find any trend trading system you have, like I have, cloud system, or just stick with the trend. All right, let's look at some other place today. What we did. So yes, Overstock was looking to get long, never gave me a consolidation, right? Even here it was, it was because my risk was 34.50. So I had some here in anticipation of the bounce. It did not, I kept holding it, and then it was starting to bounce. Then I sold. I took a stop loss here because it was failing to get over even 512 EMAs. So just a small loss, nothing big, 56 cents loss. So that was fine, but you try. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But don't let the ads from here holding till here. That's when you start to have two steps back and one step ahead, and you start to lose what you made in your previous trades, right? So then we had our great trade of today. Was what was it? Yeah, the top was good. So top, I was talking about 280 levels, 380. Let's see. Yep, top. Yeah. So my target was 360. We got the 360. We were watching, I think that I was mentioning was 280 levels, right? So we were looking for 280 and 3 bounce from the 3, and then yeah, this was 2 and 380 levels which were there earlier. So it was nothing much. Took was there, and then we had another big runner the day. What was it? I forgot. Let's see. Let's find out. It was Manpreet. It was Manpreet's pick. Momentum play today. It was Femi. Yeah, it was Femi. So Femi, when it started to move, um, we were looking for was yes, my target on Femi was this breakout of 88 and then to $1. So 188 was the next level, and then I think I had a price alert on Femi here somewhere. Yep, price alert 88, and then we hit 1. So that was good. Nice little trade today, and pretty good. I like to see like everybody active, sharing with each other. It's good. Mm. So yeah, then we had this urgent play. It was from our good bio buddies. They told me about how good the data was. So I had some. I don't think I explicitly talked too much about it. I should have, given more to people in community. But anyways, it was good data. Halted up, came back, held 512 EMA, held the 512 EMA, and our halt board was all over it today, Arjun. So it was halting. We talked about it's halted right now, and then it held, broke out all the way. It was a good trade for me. Little scalp there. Very nice trade. I think some people were involved in that trade as well. So yeah, guys, just gonna keep it short today. That was it. Big wins on Meta, Spy, QQQ, Google, almost flat, but we saved a lot of money not sticking in the with the losing trade. There were some pennies, Fami, Arjun. There were some good runners there. Target, um, Target was good in the room, but if you took the profit because this breakout hit and then 138 I mentioned even on Twitter came back, it has to come. When market is tanking, nothing is safe, so you just have to manage accordingly. So target was, some people took the target trade. I know a lot of people even took were good in Google because you have to be ready, right? If you have to have your price levels ready, have them drawn beforehand before you come in the market, right? So yeah. So by the way, good calls by our full option traders. The flow, Jay, showing us a lot of flow today. How the So it's always good to understand how the SPX options are doing. So there was a lot of selling of options on the bid. When somebody sells on the bid, means they are selling it aggressively, especially the calls, means they know it's going to go down, and that's what happened. A lot of SPX was sold on bids, and then SPX tanked all day. So that's good. Was good today. Very proud of the community we have. Everybody works together, learning ideas, making money, and more than making money, it's about educating each other, sharing. So, so yes, guys, that's about it today. I'll see you tomorrow. Feel free to come visit our community, have fun, learn, educate, and if you want to learn anything, have any questions for me, please put it in the comments below. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.